I gotta know when to start these because there is a little window of when it like really kickstarts. So, anyways, we're gonna be talking about getting 1% better. That's it. That's the solution. Getting 1% better. I went live earlier just to give you guys an intro that I was gonna be talking about it tonight. So here we are. Where I'm at, it's 8:30 on Tuesday, I think it is. Anyways, 1% better in personal development to become the better version of you, the best version of you. Sometimes we get caught up. I've been caught up in wanting to do too much too fast because we know we're made for more. We start having that curiosity of like, I'm made for more. I'm designed for more. I know I could be more. And then you have the courage to try something, or you search it, and then you stumble upon that whole this whole world of personal development. And sometimes you start taking on too much. You start doing the reading, the journaling, the watching these videos. Like there's a ton of content. I mean, knowledge and wisdom and education is just at our fingertips, and there's so much, and there's overconsumption as opposed to application. And even sometimes the application can get overwhelming because now we want to do everything because we know that there's something to this. And we finally have the courage, the curiosity followed by the courage to actually go and try something. And we do, but we can, like I said, we can get overwhelmed because now we're doing like too much. The journaling, the dieting, the wake up time, the exercising, the signing up for the gym, the buying these books, the signing up for these classes, the taking these series, or even signing up for these courses. Now you're committed. Now they're telling you that you need to do certain things by a certain day. You got a 10-day challenge, a 30-day challenge, and you're like all for it because you know that you're capable of so much more. And it's true that you are. But sometimes what happens, sometimes, not all the time, but it happened to me early on, where I take on too much and I forget to check for progress. And I'm thinking that doing the stuff is the progress, and it's not. It's just doing the stuff. You could keep yourself busy doing stuff for years, me, and not make any progress or very little progress. But you think you're killing it because you're out there doing the stuff. You have to make sure that you're measuring progress. Progress doesn't take long. It doesn't take long to make progress. I'll give you an example. Why doesn't it take long, or how do you figure that it doesn't take long to feel and actually measure progress and have results? Eat way less today than you normally do. How are you going to feel by the end of the day? Hungry. That's progress. Wake up 2 hours earlier tomorrow morning than you normally do. You wake up at 6, wake up at 4. Tell me how you feel by the afternoon. That's progress. It didn't take long. It just takes a few hours before you notice the results of changing the recipe. That's progress. It doesn't take weeks. Now, for the bigger progress, let's say you start dieting today. Are you going to lose 50 pounds by the end of the day? No. It takes a little bit, but that's when you start tracking it. Hey, I feel hungry today. Now you start associating hunger, but that's the feeling of losing weight. Cool. You feel it hot. You feel it Monday. You feel it Tuesday. You feel it Wednesday. You feel it the whole week 1, the whole week 2, the whole week 3. I bet you by 30 days, you're going to notice a significant change in progress. You have to measure progress, and it doesn't take long to measure progress. Back to what we were talking about. Don't take on too much because you overwhelm yourself, and it's easier for you to quit. If you got any questions, drop them, and then I'll come back to them once we get to the end. Make sure you smash that like button. Helps things out. But there's 6 of us here, so let's get 6 thumbs up. And if there's little hearts or shares, hit those 2. Also, too, I'm going live. I'm trying to go live daily, so make sure you subscribe so you get the alerts on when I go live. Sometimes I'll even go live twice a day. And we're talking about personal development, growth, sharing, bettering yourself, because there's so much more to us. And how to, one thing that a kick I'm on right now is I'm talking a lot about sharing your journey, teaching others what you're already learning. And for those of us that know that there's way more to us, that we can grow, that we can become more, that there is more to us, it's important for us to share. That's that 4th pillar, generosity. Sharing what you apply. Thanks for the likes. And sharing the result that you got with applying what you applied. What happened? What did you go through? And you put yourself out there. So if anybody has any questions like, hey, what happened? I tried it too, but this happened. You'll be able to answer it because you actually went through the trenches. You were in the trenches. You actually got dirty. You were in the mud. You could say, oh yeah, that's what happened. But I'm talking about that 1% better. Don't take on too much. And if you do, because no, it just feels right. I gotta do everything. I gotta do the seminars, the books, the readings, the waking up early, the hella diet, the hardcore diet, the just go in hard all the way. And you do fall off. And now we begin. Just dust yourself up and start again. And then you think, okay, you know what? Let's do this 1%. Let's just do this 1%. You do them all. You do what you got to do. The main ones to start doing, to start bettering yourself, to start working on yourself, is stop doing the things that you regret from the day before. What did you do yesterday that you regret? It's a great place to start. What did you do? Did you overeat? Did you oversleep? Did you overdrink? Did you over whine and complain? What part of yesterday was like, man, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have thought that. I shouldn't have did that. Do it 1% less, because it's probably difficult for you not to do, which is why you do it so much, because it's a vice. Whatever it is that you're doing that you regret. Hi to everybody coming in, by the way. Don't forget, hit the like button. Help me out here. Hit the like, hit the thumbs up. Lets me know that you're sticking around, that you are here, that this is hitting. If you got any questions, just write question, then write it, and then at the end, I'm gonna go back and scroll and see what questions I could answer. But let me hit my spiel right now. So anything that you do that you regret, it's usually your conscience telling you what it is. It's your conscience making you feel that regret. Like, no, you shouldn't have thought that. No, you shouldn't have said that. No, you shouldn't have gone there. No, you shouldn't have overdone it. But you did anyways, because you listened to the self. The self wants the pleasure chase. The self wants that instant gratification. Thank you for that like. We went from 4 to 5. There's 8, 9 of us in here. Let's get that like to 9. We got 5. We got 4 more people that haven't hit it yet, so hit it. And also, don't forget to subscribe so you get the alerts for tomorrow's live, that I'm coming on live. And I post too. There's a video dropping tomorrow at 12. I think the title is something along the lines of "Show me the proof that personal development works." So 8 of us in here. Let's double up those likes. We're at 4. Let's turn it into 8. Hit that like button. So by doing just one, like whatever it is that you did yesterday, it's your conscience is telling you you shouldn't have done that, but you're doing it anyways, because it's that instant gratification. It's that pleasure chasing. It's that make me feel better. Over consuming the coffee. It doesn't have to be something that's like, oh, shame on you. You shouldn't do that. Society says I shouldn't do that. It could be something that's totally okay. Overstudying. Yeah, that could be a thing. You distract yourself. Instead of doing your responsibilities, instead of doing the things that you know that you should be doing, you'll go study more, even though you already did. You'll go read more, even though you already did. You'll stay up late, even though you know you should be getting up at an uncomfortable time. You'll keep busy doing something, even cleaning. Gotta clean. Hey, don't you gotta go hit another workout? Don't you gotta go do push-ups? Yeah, but as soon as I'm done cleaning, oh, look, it's late. I still gotta eat, take a shower, go to sleep. Yeah, all right. But you'll still go play video games. You won't do the workout. Whatever you didn't do, whatever you regret yesterday, self-awareness, turn it on. Thanks for that new like. We went from 4 to 5. 2 people in here. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Whatever you didn't do yesterday, or you did do that you know that you shouldn't have done, and you feel that regret, from here forward, do it 1% less, or start doing 1% of that thing. It's part of your purpose. You're supposed to do it. That's why you feel like doing it. That's why you know you should do it. That's why your conscience is telling you to do it. That's why you regret not doing it. Or if it's a case that you did do it, that's why you regret doing it. Because part of your purpose is removing that thing that you did that I shouldn't have done, but do it by 1%. You could do the whole thing. You could do cold turkey and say, okay, I'm not going to do that no more, or I'm going to start doing that. But I'm saying, if you fail, if it becomes overwhelming, if like, man, I've been trying to exercise every day and I get a good start and I get like 2-3 days and then bam, I stop. I told myself that I was going to wake up early and I have a good, I do a good run of like 3 days and then I'll sleep in once because it's whatever, and then that's it. I don't do it no more, and then I quit. That's because you're overdoing it. You're reaching too high. Bring it down. Let's say you're trying to eat better. You're trying to track your food. Ultimately, you want to start tracking your macros. I started tracking my macros. Best thing I did. Lost 45 pounds. saw my abs for the first time ever. Maybe you don't want to go hardcore like that. You do that 1%, that 1% better. What is it? Eat a little bit less. Leave a little bit on your plate. I know that sounds way different than probably what your parents told us or told you. Gotta finish it. Gotta finish everything on your plate. Those are lies. No way. So you throw your food away? I don't throw it away. I return it to the planet. See that shift? Basic shift. I never throw food away. Never. Oh, you keep it and you finish it all? No. I return it to the planet, which is where it came from. That's all it is. It's recycling. Put it in the trash can. Trash goes outside. On Wednesday, the trash man shows up, puts it in this big old beasted up truck, takes it up the way, dumps it into the fill. It goes back into the planet. It recycles. That's all it does. I'm not wasting it. I'm not throwing it away. I'm just returning it to the planet. I don't need all that food. So eat a little bit less. That's 1%. The next day, next meal, you usually serve yourself this much. Leave this much. Leave 2-3 spoonfuls. Okay, I'm not going to eat that. That's just better than I did yesterday. Watch how you feel. With other stuff, with exercising, I really want to start exercising, but I always quit. I always don't make it. 1 push-up when you wake up. You wake up, you stretch, you give thanks because you woke up, because there'll come a day where you won't. You know, throw on your shoes, throw on your slippers, whatever. Before anything else, just get on the floor real quick, or on the counter, or on the wall. 1. I exercised. That's my exercise for today. It's like, it's silly. You only did 1 push-up. You didn't do none yesterday. 1% better. That's all you need to do. Just 1% better. You'll create what? Momentum. Watch what happens in 10 days. You'll be like, whoa, first off, I've never exercised for 10 days, right? You did now because you're doing better. Bet you by the end of the 10th day, you're not going to be doing 1. You're going to be like on 3. This is cool. I'm doing it anyways. Same with the food. You put a little bit to the side. I don't need that. I'm returning to the planet. Thank you, planet. Appreciate it. That's where it came from. I'm sending it back. Next thing you know, you'll be like, well, maybe I just shouldn't serve myself that much. Maybe I don't need such big of a bowl. What the heck am I using a bowl? I'm going to get a smaller plate. What's this whole tracking my macros? Albert said to just look up how to track your macros. I did. Hey, thanks for the love. Thanks for the love. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. If you haven't hit the like, hit the like. We're at 5. Let's get it to 6. And also, don't forget to subscribe so you get notified when I go live. I go live every day. We talk about this kind of stuff, becoming better. Everybody should be a little bit better every day. Just 1%. 1% better. You'll create momentum. I'm telling you, this works. So we're talking about being 1% better. That's the exercising. That's the diet. A little bit less food. Wake up time. Wake up 1 minute earlier than you normally do. Like 1 minute? 1 minute. If you wake up at 6, you're supposed to wake up at 6 to fulfill your responsibilities and be on time. Wake up at 5:59. I'll give you another one. You hit the snooze once, or you hit the snooze twice. Just hit the snooze once. That's 1% better. It's simple. Exercise, diet, wake up time. Those are those on 3 ones. We do the 5 pillars of life. We do the 5 pillars. What is it? Health. You're working on your diet and exercising. Wealth. Save $1 of everything that comes in, whether it's birthday money, whether it's paycheck money, whether it's work money, whether it's bonuses. Put 1% away. It could be $1, it could be 1%, whatever you want to rock with. And then just set it aside and forget it. If you usually save 10% or 20%, turn it into 11%, 21%. Get better at doing that. If you usually spend money, that's money coming in and setting it aside, sending it. Remember, it's not how much you make, because I know a lot of people that make a lot of money but don't keep nothing. They're still broke. Or even worse, they're in debt. It's not so much how much you make, it's how much you keep. So learn to keep more, 1% more. Keep 1% more. Also, too, you splurge and get deliciousness 7 days out of the week. Do it 6.5 days out of the week. Do it 6 days out of the week. No, but I can't, but this, that's when you get creative. Instead of getting the big fancy drink that you normally do, get the same version but tiny. And then what? Then spend that money on something else? No, you go back and you double up on the saving part. You put that away. That's 1% and 1%. Health, well, What is it? 5 pillars of life. We're talking about them. Oh, I hope I don't choke. Let's see what we have. Health, wealth, love. Thank you. Spirituality and generosity. Confidence. How do you build confidence? 1%. Discipline yourself. The wake up time, the diet, the exercise. That's discipline. You'll automatically gain 1% more of confidence because we can't go get confidence. We receive confidence by building the discipline. 1% more of discipline. The discipline comes through the exercise, diet, the wake up time. We're automatically going to get more confidence. Generosity. I barely have any money for me. How could I be generous? We're not only generous with money, we're generous by being the example. How you carry yourself. Complain less. I usually complain when I'm driving because there's always some buffooneries going around me on the road. Don't complain. Assume that something's going on in everyone's life that's not going. You're lucky to not be having going on in your life what's going on in their life. Maybe they're in a disarray. Maybe they're just thinking about so much stuff because their world is just gone upside down and they're driving that way. Have compassion for them. That's 1% better. Because usually what? You're talking smack, you're hating, you're throwing your hands, you're honking, you're flashing your lights. None of that. Instead, send them good energy. I hope everything's okay. I hope everything's okay. You have 15 buffooneries. One of them you say, I hope they're okay. Wish them well and move on. 1% better. What? That's your being generous and sending them good energy and being a good example. To who? To anybody that may be watching. You don't know, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars back to the left. They see you, maybe your kid in the back seat or your friend, whatever. Is like, hey, dude, that guy just cut you off and you just were chill. That's 1% better. Spirituality. How can you be 1% better at spirituality? Go learn the basic laws of the universe. Just something simple as do unto others as do unto you. Whatever you have, you get more of. That's another one. Whatever you don't use, you lose. I should use my muscles. Why? Or else I'll lose them. If I use them, I'll get more. He who has will have more. So I should build my muscles a little bit. Just by doing the other ones, you'll automatically exercise that. But just in the basic ones, I'll give you the big 3: exercise, diet, wake up time. Do 1% more. Or go to the other one, like I told you, what you regret, the things that you regret from yesterday. Regret not doing, do 1% of any or all of those. Or one of them. Let's say it's just one thing that you did yesterday that I don't like doing. Do it less, 1% today. If it's something that you should have done that you didn't do 1% version of it today, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. When do you upgrade to the next one? Till that becomes your new normal. Till it becomes your new habit. Till, let's say, doing 1 push-up a day, 1 push-up in the morning becomes a habit, up at 1%. Now do 1 in the morning and 1 at night. That's just your new 1%. You raise the bar. That's just your new 1%. Man, I used to just do 1 push-up in the morning. That just became normal. I've done it for time. I don't not do that. All right, then up it. Time to do it at night. Or 2 in the morning. No, which one feels better? Which one's your conscience telling you to do? 1 in the morning, 1 at night. All right, cool. There you go. Then next thing you know, you'll be doing 2 in the morning and 2 at night. And that's how it goes. Once it becomes normal to save 11% and save 12%. Then next thing you know, you'll be like, instead of 1%, I'm gonna do 3%. Let's just, instead of saving 11% and I'm gonna jump to 12 because now 11 is normal, I'm gonna just jump to 15%. I'm putting, save 15% of all money that comes in. There you go. Instead of not complaining for one buffoonery that goes down on me, that goes down while I'm driving, I'm not going to do it at all. I'm not going to talk smack on nobody. I'm only going to send well wishes to anybody who cuts me off or gives me any buffooneries on the road. Instead of just minusing one negative comment, I'm going to take all of them. I was able to do one. Why can't I do all of them? And if you mess up, you bring it back. 1% better is all you need to be. 1% better. The things you don't like about yourself. The whole idea of that's just the way I am, I can't change, is a lie. It's not true. You just don't have the discipline to change. The reason why you don't like that about you is because you don't like that about you. You really don't. And you want to change it, but you're too weak to, one, admit it, and two, you don't want to do the hard work. You're soft. You don't want to do the hard work to change. You can change. And the reason why you don't like about yourself is because you truly don't like that about yourself and you want to change it, but you don't want to put in the work. 1%. 1% better. Make that change. That thing you don't like about yourself, 1% better. Improve yourself. You're irresponsible. Be 1% more responsible. Or find out, maybe I procrastinate. Get 1% better at procrastinating. Make a list of all the things. I have a list. I have a list of the things that I don't want to do, but I know that I should. I go to that list, and like the one that I don't want to do the most is the one I work on next. That's it. I gotta clean my top drawer. Start right now. Like right now, I'll go in and grab one thing that I need to throw away. I grab it. I'll go throw it in the trash right now. It's 1%. Next day, what else don't I need? I open it up, or I go grab that chair that I need to fix. I take it off to the side. I need to fix that tomorrow. I'm gonna get that fixed. I move it to the side. That's 1% better. Next day, I'm gonna do that one more thing. I'm gonna go get the glue. I'm gonna go get the tools. I'm gonna get the screwdriver, get the screws. Eventually, I'm just gonna jam myself in the corner where it's like I have to do it. 2 people in here. If you haven't hit the like button, do me a favor, hit the like button. Let's get it to 7 if you haven't yet. If you already did, thank you. Good looking out. Make sure you subscribe too, because I'm going live daily right now. Sometimes even twice a day. New video dropping tomorrow at 12, so go check that out. You're going to get the alerts only if you subscribe, so make sure you subscribe. And if you just jumped in, we got a third person just jumped in right now. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Come on, we can kick it. I'm going live daily. We're talking about this stuff, becoming better. Your personal development journey. Someone who's not that far ahead but has already gotten a lot of good results in a short period of time. This needs to be you too. And you need to start sharing it, because there's a group of people that are going to rock with you. They're going to find relatability to you, and you're going to inspire them. And the more people that you help, the more the universe helps you, because it's an evolution. You're helping others become better. So more things will come your way, so you become better. You start attracting all the things that you want. Is it easy? No. And by the way, it gets harder as you go. It gets more difficult, it gets heavier, but you get stronger. And because you make life harder, life becomes easier. 1% harder. Make your life 1% harder every day. Not every day incrementally, because then you'll take on too much. But 1% till you dominate it. 1% better till you dominate it. Once you dominate it, you make it 1% better again. Repeat, again, repeat, again, repeat. Then you'll start getting curious. Like, what else do I start working on? What else do I start working on? What is it? Well, then you got the big 3. Exercise, diet, wake up time. After that, you live conscious-driven life. Your conscience will tell you what you do next. As long as you're listening to your conscience, it's step by step. Will light up on like, I need to do this. I should do this. I should start changing this. I should start looking for a new this. I should stop doing this. 1%, 1%, 1%, 1%. The easiest way is that momentum. Starting small and create that momentum. Baby steps. That's how you create that momentum. You keep going. You don't need to go for that big thing. I'm going to get a 6-pack by the end of summer. You can. But have you tried it before and were unsuccessful at it? Yeah. Okay, well then try this way. 1%. I'm going to get a 6-pack. Period. Nothing's going to stop me. Time, there's the perfect time, which is the perfect time for you. All you got to do is do what you have 1% control of. I should say what you have 100% control of, which is doing the 1%. Eat better today. Eat better tomorrow. Eat better the next day. Eat better the next day. Eat better the next day. Don't quit. By applying this 1% better formula, you won't. And it'll create momentum. You'll start stacking. Before you know it, you'll be doing it at 100%. And before you know it, you're going to see your abs. You won't get discouraged because you're going to start seeing results. You're going to not notice the change because you're incrementally just little baby steps getting better and better and better and better each day. It flows. If you've ever tried becoming better and you quit because it gets too difficult, all it is that your goals, you're trying too hard. Your goals are too big. You can do it. It's easy. Everybody should do it. But just sometimes we bite off more than we can chew. Bring it back a little bit. Bring it back a little bit. We got time. We got all the time there is, but we gotta not stop. And this is a great way not to stop, by just doing 1% better till it becomes the norm, till it's your new bar, till it's your new your new baseline, and you increase it. You increase that baseline discipline. You increase that baseline of becoming better. And then you just keep on stacking. If you fall, you stay there for a little bit. Like, oh, that became a little difficult. You just stay there till it becomes normal. The new you, the new better you, the new improved you. Then once that, you go 1% better. That's just the way it works. It's just so simple to do it that way. Coming from a guy that failed a lot, coming from a guy that felt stuck, the fact that there was a roof always that I'd hit. Once I applied this technique, it quickly broke through. And at that point, I wasn't doing 1% no more. I was doing 3, 4, 5, 10%. It's got a little, this pillar, this one was difficult. I'm bringing it back to like 4%. I was going and going and going, and it's been working. Try it. It works. All right, I'm going to scroll here if there's any questions. Let's see. Thanks everybody who came in. If you're watching this on the replay and you came back because you had to go. Mysterious Skiing, I just shouted you out, bruh. Haley, you came in. What's up? Dune Crew, hello. Come back. Hey, Dune Crew, smashing that like button. Thank you. Appreciate the love. If you come back and watch it, I appreciate you, homie. Yes, of course. Calvin, yes. Yes, Calvin, of course. This all comes from there. Yeah, that's right. 100%. Let's see. 100%. That's it. It's difficult to be obedient. It is. Doing the right thing is doing the right thing. 9 o'clock. All right, everybody going to bed. Very good. All right, if you're just walking in, somebody just came in right now. Hit the smash that like button. 2 people in here. Hit that like button if you haven't yet. I just went through the scrolled through the chat. We didn't have any questions. We had some comments. Just highlighting the comments, saying what's up to people that came in. I go live. Been going live every day, so make sure you subscribe so you get the alerts on when I go live. And since you're in here anyways, even though we're gonna call it, let's go ahead and hit that like button. Helps out the channel, helps me out, and I appreciate it. If you're coming back, if you're one of the 2 that came back and you already hit the like button, I appreciate it. Remember, 1% better. Start right now. Start today. Get 1% better. Make that your new baseline. And then once that becomes your new baseline, you become another 1% better. And you just keep on going and going and going. Just like I'm going, and I'll see you on tomorrow's live.